Good morning, Pastor Greg here, Faith Lutheran Church, Harvey, North Dakota, coming to you with my midweek message. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today, or whenever that you're watching this video. Do know that I am blessed with those who do watch, and I hope that this brings you some kind of thought-provoking message today. It's Wednesday, a little after 9 in the morning. I'm recording this early because I got a lot of stuff to just kind of plow through today, so I thought I would get this out of the way and not fret about it later. So here I am, kind of working on stuff for tonight for our WEBS program, our Wednesday evening Bible school, and that's really kind of winding down, really, literally, because this is the 14th of April. There's really just tonight and next week for our Wednesday evening Bible school program, and so that's a kind of winding down for the school year. We're thankful for that opportunity to be able to bring the word to the children, and glad to have so many of them on Wednesday evenings here with us. We also, I guess then the following, we're also looking at stuff for a men's group in the morning, 7 a.m. For those of you who want to join me for a Bible study. We are in the book of, oh man, I can't never remember what we're studying. Oh well, join me. And I'll get back to you. Any case, that's where I am. Still kind of waking up here, still working on my second cup of coffee, trying to get my act together. Women of Faith meets this evening for those women who want to just kind of find out what the women are doing in the church. They are a relatively active group that provides a lot of things for the congregation. They do a lot of things for the youth, the blankets that they give out for the graduates, and we'll be celebrating them next month. The quilts that they're making, and we'll bless those in a couple of weeks. So all of this stuff goes on, and you can be a part of that if you so choose to. And I would recommend it. So if you're an active woman in the church at all, just join them. There's no age group. Just show up. 7 o'clock. It'll be all right. Sunday worship, 10:30. Join us. We're in the Easter season, so it's a nice white-looking time frame. We don't have any lilies left. They kind of had finished their blooming, and so they decided to go ahead and pull those out. So sorry to see that, but that's all right. It's all good. It's still this Easter season, no matter what. So that's kind of what's going on here at the church. We're just continuing on. We'll, as summertime comes, we'll be shifting times for worship, but that's still a little bit away. And so don't worry and don't panic about that yet. So, as always, if you have any concerns or questions, let me know, and I'd be happy to talk them through with you. So, that's really what I have to say about that. This week, this is the second Sunday in Easter, and so it's the third Sunday in Easter, and so we're still having Easter texts, and I'm taking a little look today on Luke, chapter 24, 36 through 48. You can certainly stop and read that now if you'd like, and then restart it, or just walk with me with it. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. So this is another appearance. This is one of Luke's version of an appearance of Jesus to the disciples, and he just indicates that Jesus stood among them, and he says, "Peace to you." That's the very first. That's 36, and so that kind of mirrors the "peace to you" that we heard this last Sunday. Jesus joins the men and the women. I don't know who was all there, But he joins the disciples and says, "Peace to you, peace be to you." He gives them this peace before anything else. And the verse that I'm kind of taking a look at this week is just verse 41. He just has said, "Look at my hand, look at my feet." And then Luke writes, "And while they still disbelieved for joy and were marveling, Jesus said to them, 'Have you anything to eat?'" While they still disbelieved for joy and were marveling, they had lots of emotion going through them. And that's what I kind of wanted to just talk about. You know, we have so many different things in our lives where we end up with mixed emotions, where the excitement of what's going on, the fear at the same time of what's going on, I suppose if you jumped out of an airplane or something like that, there would be that fear, the excitement, all of those things at the same time, or the many other options, or many other things that you go through in your life where you continually have multiple emotions going at the same time. And that's really what's going on with the disciples. They didn't believe, yet they saw, yet they were glad that Jesus was there, and he just spoken to them. And so they're just trying, and I think Luke is trying to tell us that they were trying to get a grasp on all their emotions, and that's really what was going on there. They were just so many things all at once. To see their teacher alive, but the surprise that he just shows up. It had to have been all of those things. I think, in my opinion anyway, it was all of those things. And the next thing that Jesus says is interesting. After he says, he shows them his hands and his feet. So he's showing them his wounds that he has, and then he says, "Have you anything to eat? Have you anything to eat?" Why do you think he said that? Well, they brought him some broiled fish, and I always joke, I don't think it was lutefisk, but that's okay. He broiled fish, and he took it and he ate before them. So what Jesus is doing here is he's showing the men that he is still a body, that he's still a functioning person like you and I in that realm, but that he's been resurrected. So even in his death, he's alive, and that is what they needed to grasp. And the later part of the text tells us that he opens their minds to this understanding of what had to happen. See, they never really grasped it until afterwards. So here we are with him coming to them. They have all of these emotions, and we would too. And then he asks them for something to eat to show them that he is the resurrected Christ. That's good news for us today, I think. We need to remember that. We need to be fearful and joyful and excited and unknowing and concerned and worried all at the same time. But then look to him. Look to him in all of that, in all of your joys. So many times we look to the Lord when we're struggling, and we need to look to the Lord when the joy is there too. That's where we need to be. So that's what I got to say about that. It's a great text. There's so much more into it. I'm not sure, as I always say, if that's where I am on Sunday. I'm not completely processed it through, and so we'll see if that's where I go. I do like the 1 John text 3:2, and I just see what kind of love the Father has given to us, that we should be called children of God, and so we are. What more can you say about that, right? And that falls right into all of that too. So those are the two thoughts I have for Sunday. We'll see where it goes. Okay, so I didn't even write down any thoughts on prayer today. Just that we need to pray. We need to pray for our people on our prayer list. We need to pray for our farmers. We got some moisture. Yeah, it's cold. There's snow on the ground, but we got some moisture, so we're glad for that, and that'll help get things moving. It also does settle some of the dust and reduce some of the issues of fires. So we certainly should pray thankfully for rain as well as for continued moisture as needed. So those are the things that I think we should pray for. And of course, you have your own person, and then like we do on Sunday morning, I think even midweek here, as you finish up this little video, that just stop and pick somebody, one person. It doesn't matter if you think they need prayer or they don't need prayer, or you don't think they don't need prayer. Pick one person and pray for them. That the Lord is in their heart and all of those things. And that's just powerful. We know prayer works, so let's just do it. That's really what I have. Again, I thank you for spending a few minutes with me today, or whenever you're watching this. I'm kind of happy to do these recordings. They kind of center my thoughts for the week, and they also kind of just allow me to touch base with you in a different format. And so I'm glad that you're spending some time. I can send you peace and grace from the Lord our God on your way, and that He would be with you from this day forward. And as always, I always say as I sign off, do take care.